This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. The Great American Songbook by John Cousins. Preface. This book is about the great songs and composers of the 1920s and 30s. In the 20s, the songs were part of Broadway musicals. In the 30s, the songs moved to Hollywood musicals. Many people I know get stuck listening to the same music they listened to in high school and college. There is an appeal to the safe, comforting sounds that one can relate to in the nostalgic glow of good times past. These tunes are familiar and recognizable and are not challenging in their strangeness or novelty. But sometimes, some people want something new and different. That is how I got into classical music, and I brought a rock and roll aesthetic sensibility to my listening to Beethoven, Bach, Brahms, and Mozart. I also came to the Great American Songbook repertoire seeking freshness and novelty, but went through a different door. For me, the gateway to the Great American Songbook was jazz. I began listening to jazz in high school, and my knowledge and interest broadened and accreted over decades. I tried to become a jazz musician, first through the guitar and then the piano in college. I went to college in Boston. I bought my first jazz standards music book at Kinko's Copy Shop, the original real book, as part of my instruction at the Berklee School of Music, and listened to the greats at the Jazz Workshop in Paul's Mall. By my late 20s, I noted in the table of contents of my real book the standards that had come over into the jazz repertoire: Gershwin's, Rodgers, and Hart, and Kern. My first exposure to those tunes was through Miles Davis and John Coltrane. The tunes were transformed in their 1950s jazz versions, but I started to return to the original and vocal performances through the decades. This type of musical sleuthing was satisfying to me, and tracing songs and styles and influences was something I started as soon as I was conscious of music, certainly by 9th grade. It started with my love of rock in the 60s and looking at the influences from the blues, folk, and country music. I was ravenous for more music to listen to, and back then, we weren't as lucky as now to have 60 years of back catalog to get through, so we drilled back into much more arcane sources. Also, that was where the artists I loved were getting their ideas and inspiration. Will the circle be unbroken? Blues sessions like Fathers and Sons, Alan Lomax, Dylan, and Woody Guthrie. I am fascinated with these songs, their composers, the performers, and their zeitgeist. They inhabited a world of glamour, penthouses and nightclubs, romance and heartbreak. I want to share it all with you and ignite your interest and curiosity. So look up these tunes, performers, and composers on YouTube. It is your free jukebox music library of just about every song. You can even see the original performances in the Hollywood musicals. We live in a fantastic time, and you can access it all at your fingertips, so grab your smartphone and earbuds. Introduction. There are few things more precious and exciting than a golden age. There was a golden age of a particular kind of music that ran from the 20s through the 50s, the golden age of popular standards, the songs that constitute the Great American Songbook. These tunes were written by dapper, creative giants like Cole Porter, Rodgers, and Hart, the Gershwins, Johnny Mercer, Hoagy Carmichael, Jerome Kern, and Dorothy Fields, urbane, sophisticated talents who created a body of work that effortlessly captured that urbanity and sophistication. They created tunes focused on romantic love and exploring all the stages and aspects of the arc of a great love affair, from the initial walking on air to the jaded world-weary ennui of never again. They were obsessed with this theme and subject. They were describing, exploring, and driving deep into all its mysteries.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.